The Business Primer Bike Simulation covers all the fundamentals of business. It hits upon the essence of each business discipline without getting bogged down in the details. Business Primer will give your students a taste of business, something to excite them about choosing business as a major. This game is set for 4 quarters or decision rounds, with each round taking 30 minutes to 45 minutes to complete. You will start a new firm, which will enter the carbon fiber bicycles industry. The firm will be introducing a new line of bicycles into 4 international markets. Your goal is to build a profitable company. There are 3 market segments to serve in the bicycle market. Each segment has different needs and requires a different marketing strategy to appeal to it. In order to provide the seed capital, your team will invest money in your own firm by selling stock to yourselves. You will invest $1.5 million in the first quarter, and then another $500,000 in each of the next 2 quarters. Later on, you will be able to receive up to $2.5 million in additional investment from venture capitalists. The balanced scorecard will be the most important measure of your firm's total performance. It will evaluate your performance in all areas of business to produce a total score. You will be able to watch your score throughout the exercise. You will need to analyze the initial market research data. You will learn about the market potential and media preferences of each market segment. You will discover what price the customers are willing to pay. You will also learn about the typical sales force compensation plans in the industry. After you have analyzed the market research, you will need to decide on your initial market strategy. Part of this strategy will be to select your primary and secondary target segments. You will choose a product for each of your target segments. Initially, you will have 2 basic design options to choose from for each segment. Later on, your engineering staff will develop new technology that will allow you to design better products and create more value for your target segments. You will then indicate in which media and how frequently you want to advertise during the quarter. Later on, you will be able to include internet advertising as well. The next step will be to price your products. You may also offer a rebate to entice price-conscious customers. Entering a sales priority will tell your sales staff which brands should have the most selling emphasis. You will specify which store locations you wish to open. You will start with 1 store and then expand in the future. Note both the setup cost and the lease cost associated with each location. You will hire salespeople for your stores. Be aware of the annual compensation per salesperson in each city. You could also train some of your salespeople to focus on a specific segment or service support. The extra training cost is listed in the table. You will decide on the compensation plans for your employees. The report lists the typical sales force compensation package for all bicycle firms. The productivity of your salespeople will be affected by how well your compensation package compares to your competitors and the norm for the bicycle industry. You will decide how much to pay your salespeople and what kinds of benefits they will receive. You will be adjusting this decision in the future as you compete with the compensation plans of other firms in the market. You will build a production facility and specify its initial capacity in units per day. You will be able to increase this capacity in the future. Pay attention to the capital investment necessary for each increase in capacity. You will forecast your demand and set the operating capacity for your production facility. By setting the operating capacity, you decide what portion of the fixed production capacity to use. This will determine how many workers to hire and for how long to operate your 3D printers during each workday. You will decide which brands to produce for the current quarter. The production simulation tool will allow you to estimate production costs, lost sales, and production efficiencies based on different demand estimates. As you run different demand scenarios, you will be able to analyze their impact in the pro forma accounting statements. As you make your business decisions, the expenses or investments will be posted to the appropriate accounting ledger, and your cash flow statement, income statement, and balance sheet will be adjusted accordingly. After each decision period, you will review the cash flow, income statement, and balance sheet. These statements allow you to watch your cash position, profits, debt, and assets. You will be able to prepare the financial projections for your company. These pro forma accounting statements will reflect all of your expenses and projected revenues during the current quarter. Throughout the exercise, you will receive an assortment of feedback information for your firm to review. You will find out how customers reacted to your marketing activities, as well as those of your competitors. You will see how your decisions have affected your firm financially. You will also learn about the strategic and tactical decisions of your competitors. You will receive detailed market demand and market share reports. You will review the information about your demand, revenues, and lost sales. This information is broken out by brand. A similar report will help you analyze the brand profitability. You will receive detailed feedback about the quality of your marketing decisions. The brand judgment measures how much a market segment likes the design of each brand on a scale from 0 to 100. The price judgment will tell you how satisfied the customers were with the price of each brand on the market. Additional information that you receive with the results will include details about your competitors' demand, prices, advertising, production and store locations, sales force decisions, and compensation plans, and a host of financial industry ratios. You will also be able to review the activity and costs of your production line, as well as the lost sales. In the course of the exercise, you will continually analyze your results and improve your strategy and tactics. You will expand your brand assortment and enter into new markets with the goal of increasing your market share and profits. The decision content will be gradually expanded as the game progresses. After the last decision round, you will be presented with your final performance score. The score will be based on the cumulative balanced scorecard for the last 3 quarters.